Holy moly, this is an outrageously beautiful place. I'm just thinking now, there's parts of our world that we think, you know, in my case, I said, I'll become a journalist and work for nothing. We know other people say, I'm going to be Elvis for the rest of my life. Other people say, I'm just going to become a very, very, very wealthy guy living in a beautiful part of the world. For you guys, it was floors. Was there a point where you just realised this actually could work? We could do this as a couple. Was there a point? Was there a conversation?
You go first, ladies first.
Yeah, I think there was definitely a conversation. We knew that we wanted to do something that was going to give us the flexibility to be with our families and create something that they could then take over and move on with. So I think because Rory, you know, he's 35 years experience in this trade, you know, and I've always kind of been somewhat creative on social media. We just said, like, why not do something different? And the mobile showroom, like, literally just kind of came up one night. We were sitting down, we were having a chat, and it kind of just started to take wings and it kind of grew. So it's been something that's kind of been nurtured, and now it's ready to kind of take flight. So I really do think it's something that is going to be, you know,
well, a great response so far too, because we have you up in the guide and just a lot of people have reacted to that, but I do think there's a part of everybody when they go into a new venture, you're petrified. You kind of feel, even though everything makes sense and we know we can do this and we can do it well, there's still that feeling of it's just unknown. Yes. Was there, I don't know if you feel relaxed now, whether it's always going to be a case of, well, we need to prove ourselves, or
yeah, I think there's always kind of be that little you know, some people might call it their conscience or their inner voice, you know, probably trying its best to put the fear factor in or whatnot. But I think because we're so sure of what we're doing, we were definitely able to put all of that to the back of our minds, because we just know what we're doing, you know what I mean? So I don't think there's any doubts there or any kind of negativity surrounding it. We're just going to be positive and move forward and create something wonderful. So yeah.
And I know, Rory, for me, it seems, well, I was growing up in the 70s, you know, a bit of lino was about it, so you might get a rug for front of the fire if you're very, very fancy. Now people sort of know that there's so much out there and it can make a huge difference to your daily life. You know, obviously the practical side of it, but then also the beauty is a big part of it too now.
Yeah, it is. It's very, I suppose it's design and which is actually the end to the business, and then colours and different shapes and designs and all types of flooring, especially with the timbers and stuff like that. For me, it's not really, there's not much fear. It's more of, because I've been travelling the country working for so long, doing hotels and doing stuff like that, to bring it back home, what I've gone out and learned out in the world, to bring it back local, to bring my expertise to a local area, because of, not that there isn't other companies doing what we're doing, but I mean, there's a lot of space for good quality insulation and service and stuff. So yeah, there's definitely no fear in me whatsoever. It's more of now becoming, get that people, I've been here for so long, but I mean, it's more so that I'm going to try and concentrate now on the local area and bring that service to Wicklow, Greystones, Bray, people that have,
but not Kilcool, okay? Don't go to Kilcool.
Kilcool is actually cool. A lot of people have been in touch with us from Kilcool.
Of course. That feeling too of you know, people hadn't thought of it before. Like, bring the showroom to them, because you know it is a you know, it's a headache to sort of have to head off, and then you're not sure even if you're going to see something you like, and the idea of sort of being at the house and figuring that this does actually work and looks well here. That was that something that I haven't heard that before. Was that something that a light bulb moment that you're?
Well, no, for me it was more so like, believe it or not, 20 years ago I tried online with floorsdirect.ie, and obviously Ireland and certainly most places weren't ready for it at the time, so we toyed with the idea. And even in the last few years, we knew we were going to go into business. Ashley was off working doing carpet designs and bespoke stuff with another company, and I was off doing my thing. But we knew that this day was coming, and we did actually look. We done the maths, and we had a couple of proposals for opening a showroom in a premises.
Right.
And then, like, I want to bring the quality and the expertise to the area, but then I want to be able to do it at a price that's going to be suitable for not just people who have lots of money, but also people who don't. So that's where, I suppose, when we were doing the maths on it and saying, look, if we can just do this mobile, cut the costs from ourselves, the time from ourselves, like we want to go away or we want to have a time off or whatever. You're not tied down to it. But it all really was when we were doing the maths on how much it's going to cost to run a business going forward with rent and rates and stuff, and it's just colossal. And then that's where the mobile thing came around. And you know, I drive for the last few years. I could drive 5 hours a day, Paul, and work maybe 10 sometimes. What I've been doing. So being on the road doesn't bother us, but it is. It's great. Ashley does obviously most of the calls and estimates and stuff, but we done one together yesterday. We went down and met people in their home, and it's really like we became friends nearly immediately, you know, the type of thing. So it seems more like, you know, there's a bit more fun in it, believe it or not. Yeah.
We won't give the address away, but there is a beautiful house on Church Road that you'll hopefully be working on, and that kind of thing of going into what already is a beautiful house and being able to, you know, give them something that they may not have even thought of and be able to take it up a notch. That's got to be rock and roll. You know, just that good feeling.
And even we brought in a particular product that we knew we were bringing it, but we weren't bringing it to show them, and they actually selected it for one of the front rooms. And then we were discussing, there was a massive big layout at the back of the house, and we were discussing what direction to run the plank. And then Ashley comes up, why don't we do it in a 45 degree, you know, and then wow.
I was going to say that myself right there, but I just,
you know, the little things that that you mightn't even think of when you're
when you get the chance to go into a property as well, and you can see the layout of the property, and then you can just visualize how the floor is going to look in there. And these ideas kind of come into your head because you're seeing the direction of the natural flow and like the design aspect of it, and these are the things that are kind of running through my head. So to actually be able to do it together, like Rory's obviously the man who knows how to do this. I just think it, so it's great to be able to kind of work together like that.
Well, it's that bliss of, you know, like as if you have a brother who's a mechanic, you just know that you know, getting your car, you know, in some way, shape or form, you're doing some work on it. They just know from a million, you know, experiences, that'll work, that won't work, this is how we do it. And that's a good feeling when you just know this is actually the right way to do it, and we know it can work, and you're not just hoping against hope. I should ask, has flooring changed a lot in the last like 10, 20 years? I presume it has sort of evolved. The people are a lot more, you know, just discerning about what they have, and also the quality is always very important. But,
Well, for me, it's gone in quality. I mean, a lot of the stuff has gone, I suppose, easy clean, easy maintenance, stain resistant. Carpets are gone from being wool into synthetic. Which I remember when I first worked for Carperite, we were a UK company who were opening in Dublin, and we went in and we were helping them open shops and stuff like that, and hiring staff, and they brought the synthetic in, probably the first ones I remember, and trying to even sell it to an Irish man or woman is like, we always wanted wool, and it's changed to that because it is, I mean, there's no moths, it's easy clean, and it's stuff, you know, there's obviously a lot of wood content. But it's just tones and modern, and it keeps changing with people putting borders, and it's always evolving. But there is a lot as well where, like, I remember when we were younger, we'd put a carpet into someone's house. It was such an ordeal. It was a big thing. You know, this thing was going to last for maybe 20 years. There is a lot of people changing, you know, decorating and changing stuff. Maybe 5 years now, 10 years, and it's probably, you know, it'd be more repeat business. Like that there, maybe, but
Now, we should wrap up by saying we're in a very beautiful house here, and just at the Grove. This must have been a dream to just say, okay, like, come in here and help us, you know, make this place. You know,
this house was built by Dorm, Michal and his wife, Orla. They Dorm Quality Developments here. Do a lot of work around Greystones, and we've been working together, myself and Michal, for 20 years. But this is a dream. There's 2 houses here built together, and you come in with an open plan, and you just pick the colours and work with it, and make the space as I suppose as visible or as beautiful for people, but they're running through the house and stuff. It's very modern and contemporary, but it's a beautiful place to work.
I do think that, you know, good kind of furnishing, all that, it's a bit like a good soundtrack. You don't notice it really till you look at it or till you point it out. Like, it is flows into the sense of where you are. You don't sort of necessarily recognize, that's beautiful. Like, when I look up close, that's why I feel so kind of warm about it and all that. So I should ask now, given that you know the guys here, you'd be able to get me a discount in this house, wouldn't you? Like, I
would get you a good discount in this house, especially if you buy cash.
We'll start spitting. We'll do the handshake now. We're done.